The next example, we have 5x over 2x minus 1 minus 3 over x plus 6. You could actually possibly try this yourself, or you could wait. So we're going to multiply by the other side, so we're going to multiply this by 2x minus 1 over 2x minus 1. This one we have to multiply by x plus 6 over x plus 6 to make the denominators the same. Oop, I used the wrong color for that. But that's okay. We end up with 5x times x plus 6 over x plus 6 times 2x plus 1 minus 3 times 2x minus 1 over x plus 6 minus 2x plus 1. Something I've seen people do at this point, and you shouldn't do it, sometimes I've seen people cross out the x plus 6's here, and that doesn't do anything. That just brings you back to there, right? I mean, could you do it? You could, but the whole point was to make these two the same, not to cross anything out. Now the bottoms are the same. Oops, I did something wrong, didn't I? Yes, that should be a minus, because it's 2x minus 1. So now they really are the same. So what we do is we can now add the tops. As we add the tops, though, we're going to remember that there's an invisible kind of bracket on the top there. So what are we going to get? We are going to get, we're going to multiply this in. 5x times x is going to be 5x squared. 5x times 6 is 30x. Close that invisible bracket. Minus, open the next bracket. These guys go in. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And all that is over x plus 6 times 2x minus 1. Obviously not done yet. We're going to have to continue. Let's keep this kind of within range of the camera. Okay. So what happens now? So when we have a bracket, there's nothing in front of it. We could just write it without the bracket. So this becomes 5x squared plus 30x. When you have a minus in front of the bracket, the minus essentially multiplies into the bracket. So minus times 6x is minus 6x, and minus times minus 3 is plus 3. All over x plus 6 times 2x minus 1. And I would probably rewind the video if that, what I just did there did not totally make sense, to make sure you could follow that. Which then is equal to 5x squared, 30 minus 6, those are like terms, so we could just put those together, plus 24x, plus 3, all divided by x plus 6 times 2x minus 1. For a variety of reasons, we generally want to keep the bottom in factored form, and we want to keep the top in expanded form. So expanded form, factored form. Unless it explicitly says to do something otherwise, of course. For the restrictions are only, we haven't done anything special. There's nothing canceled, so we're not going to have any missing restrictions. So restrictions are that x plus 6 cannot be 0, so x is not equal to negative 6, and 2x minus 1 is not equal to 0. So 2x is not equal to 1, and x is not equal to a half. So therefore, the restrictions are x is not equal to negative 6 and a half. And there we go. These are getting complicated. That was 6, I think. So now we're on example 7. 3 over x minus 1 plus 2 over x minus 1 times x plus 5. Okay, so this one is actually easier than it looks. So if we look at the bottom, if we look at the denominators, I didn't put any brackets there, but remember there's always the invisible brackets whenever you have a fraction. So x minus 1, x minus 5. So notice we have this x minus 1 thing. Get another color. So we have this x minus 1 thing, and it's already in both of them. So we don't have to do anything about that. Really, all we have to do is get an x plus 5 on the denominator of this one. So what we're going to do is we're not going to multiply this by anything, and we're just going to multiply this one by x plus 5 over x plus 5. And that's going to give us 3 times x plus 5 over x plus 5, x minus 1, plus 2 over x minus 1 times x plus 5. And the denominators are the same. I mean, it's a different order, but they're the same. So that's going to give us, keeping in mind that we're going to multiply in. So it's going to give us 3x plus 15 plus 2 over x plus 5, x minus 1. Oh, I could probably squish this in. 3x plus 17 over x plus 5, x minus 1. Looking for restrictions, we see that, I'm going to go through them a little bit quickly here. It's going to be minus 5 and 1. And there we go.